Stephen Curry delivered a vintage scoring eruption Wednesday night, pouring in 46 points to rally the Golden State Warriors to a dramatic 123-120 comeback victory over the San Antonio Spurs. But the win came with a troubling setback as forward Jonathan Kuminga exited with a knee injury that overshadowed the celebration. The Warriors trailed by as many as 16 points in the first half before Curry unleashed one of his signature scoring flurries, rescuing a team desperate to stop its early season slide. Curry drops 46, sparks Warriors' second-half comeback. After struggling to just 11 points in his return from illness the night before, Curry bounced back with force. He scored 22 points in the third quarter alone, igniting a 43-28 run that flipped the game and helped Golden State snap its skid. The performance marked Curry's 73rd career 40-point game, a reminder of the scoring brilliance that has kept the four-time champions afloat during a turbulent stretch. "I kind of fell into the agenda thing a little bit myself," Curry told ESPN's Anthony Slater after Tuesday's loss. "Trying to get myself going." Curry bounced back with aplomb as he shot 14 of 27 from the field and hit 6 three-pointers, outdueling Spurs rookie sensation Victor Wembanyama, who posted 31 points in defeat. Kuminga injured after bench demotion in lineup shakeup. The victory was tempered by concern over Kuminga, who left with what the team described as knee soreness. He went scoreless in 12 minutes before exiting and did not return. Kuminga's injury came after head coach Steve Kerr made lineup adjustments following losses in 3 of the Warriors' previous 4 games. Kuminga was moved to the bench, while Moses Moody slid into the starting lineup and delivered immediately. Moody scored 19 points on 6 of 13 shooting and sparked the Warriors' comeback push with aggressive play on both ends. Internal tension lingers after Draymond Green's personal agendas comment. Despite Wednesday's emotional win, Golden State's locker room turbulence remains a major storyline. Following Tuesday's blowout loss in Oklahoma City, Draymond Green issued one of the season's sharpest critiques. "It just doesn't feel like everybody's committed to winning right now," Green said after the loss. "Everybody has a personal agenda, and if it doesn't work within the team, that agenda eventually gets you out of here." Though Green did not name Kuminga, his remarks fueled national debate about whether the comments were directed at the 23-year-old forward. On the Club 520 podcast, former NBA guard Jeff Teague and co-host Marquis Teague argued that Kuminga was unfairly singled out. "Steph only had 11 last night. Jimmy had 12. Why y'all blaming Kuminga?" Marquis Teague asked. "Just say we'll play better instead of blaming him." Kuminga's performance drop had been noticeable. After averaging 17.5 points on 55.4% shooting through his first 6 games, he posted just 11.4 points on 40% shooting over the next 6. Green responds with a strong night, defends Wembanyama. Green backed up his tough talk with one of his strongest outings of the season. He posted a game-high +16 while taking on the challenge of defending Wembanyama for much of the night. The Spurs star had to work doubly hard for his 31-point triple-double. Green's defense also helped force Wembanyama to a game-high 8 turnovers. The Warriors improved to 7-6 on the season with the win, though Kuminga's status now looms large as Golden State continues navigating internal tension, lineup adjustments, and mounting pressure in the Western Conference. The Golden State Warriors reportedly rejected a trade for Lauri Markkanen ahead of the 2024-25 season, as they were hesitant to part with Brandon Podziemski or Jonathan Kuminga. Nearly 15 months later, it would appear that the Warriors made a blunder by not acquiring the Utah Jazz sharpshooter. On Sunday, Markkanen dropped 47 points, his third 40-point game of the season, as the Jazz pulled off a 150-147 double OT win over the Chicago Bulls. The Finnish star ranks 4th in the league in points, 30.6, and 5th in three-pointers made, 3.8, both career highs. Only Stephen Curry and Grayson Allen, 51, have drained more threes than Markkanen, 49, through the first month of the season. Meanwhile, Kuminga and Pods have lost their starting roles on the Warriors and are expected to come off the bench for the rest of the season. Head coach Steve Kerr prefers Will Richard and Moses Moody to start for shooting and defensive purposes. Warriors chose Pods. Markkanen, 28, could have been the perfect piece in an aging Warriors team that desperately needs a consistent second option behind Curry. While Jimmy Butler III, who was acquired last season, has helped the offense with his ability to draw fouls and score in crunch time, the Warriors still need a dynamic scorer to complement Curry. According to NBA insider Mark Stein, the Warriors had a deal in place for Markkanen but were too high on Podziemski during the summer of 2024. Stein noted that the Warriors were willing to part with draft assets, but not Pods. The Warriors are still unwilling to surrender Brandon Podziemski in a trade package for the 7-foot Finn, Stein wrote in his Substack in August 2024. Golden State, to date, has pursued Markkanen without including Podziemski or Jonathan Kuminga in trade packages laden with future draft compensation. Obviously, no team, to this point, has met Danny Ainge's asking price. Draymond was against Warriors trade. According to ESPN's Anthony Slater, Draymond Green advised the Warriors' front office to avoid parting with young assets in favor of Markkanen, a proven offensive threat. Draymond Green even told Warriors general manager Mike Dunleavy and controlling owner Joe Lacob that summer not to greenlight a trade for Lauri Markkanen, considering the Utah Jazz were asking for all the draft picks and young players, Slater wrote. Draymond also openly spoke about why he was against the trade. "I'm a big fan of Markkanen's game," Green told Slater. "But I think if you want to do something so huge, you better be certain that this is the move. You usually don't win those things against Danny Ainge. I look at history. Warriors averted trash trade?" Ahead of the 2024-25 season, Green felt the team dodged a bullet by not trading for Markkanen. That could have been trash, by the way. Green told ESPN's Ohm Youngmisuk of a potential Warriors trade for Lauri Markkanen. "Markkanen coming here, we don't know. We have never seen it. So there was no thought of what could have been because we don't know what that looked like." It's also worth noting that the Warriors could have acquired Markkanen when he was on the last year of his rookie extension deal that would have paid him $18 million in the 2024-25 season. However, the sharpshooter signed a renegotiated deal, along with an extension, with the Jazz after the Warriors' trade fell through, which will net him a total of $195.8 million through the 2028-29 season, including $46.3 million this year. In other words, the Warriors could have had Markkanen when he was affordable. Stephen Curry and the Golden State Warriors are looking to capture another championship this year. With a core of Curry, Jimmy Butler, and Draymond Green, they believe they have the right roster to come out on top. The Dubs have the oldest starting lineup in NBA history and still may look to trade one of their young players, according to Blue Man Hoops' Nick San Miguel. Coming into this season, the fate of Jonathan Kuminga was a key storyline to watch for the Golden State Warriors. After he was recently benched by head coach Steve Kerr, it seems the franchise now has a clear decision when it comes to their young forward, San Miguel said Sunday. As Kuminga started to struggle, so too did the Warriors begin to look worse and worse. Part of this had to do with Stephen Curry missing some games due to illness, but Kuminga's poor play was difficult to ignore. Jonathan Kuminga has been the center of Warriors rumors since last season ended, but he eventually ended up signing a 2-year deal with the team. His contract is trade-friendly, about $25 million a year with a built-in player option. Kuminga started the season off strong, but has been slowly replaced by guys like Moses Moody and rookie Will Richard. Kuminga is only 23 years old and already in his 5th season. When he becomes eligible for trade on January 15th, there should be plenty of teams showing interest in him. The deciding factor will be if they want to keep him around or put an end to this drama that has surrounded their team for quite some time.